Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's session to learn all about the latest and exciting updates on Sage Accounting. My name is Eliana, and I am part of the education team here at Sage, and I will be taking you through the session today. The session will last approximately 30 minutes. Let's take a look at the agenda for today. So, in today's agenda, we will be going through what's new and the exciting features and updates in accounting, how we can help you, and what's available to you via further support and training. We are really getting behind our native cloud offering and are increasing our pace of change around the solutions we offer. We've listened to our customers and accountants and even invested significantly in the core of Sage Business Cloud Accounting with a new functionality that rivals our competition. Let's take a look on the next slide and explain a little bit more about the new tiers that we've introduced. We introduced three new tiers in Sage Business Cloud, as we are aware that not every single client will require to use all of the functionalities within accounting. As you can see here, we have the Accounting Start, Accounting Standard, and Accounting Plus. I will go into a little bit more detail onto the next slide and explain a little bit more what each one of the tiers has to offer. So we do have the Star package, from where you can create and send invoices, track what you're owed. You can automatically reconcile your bank, calculate and submit VAT. Just bear in mind there is no purchase ledger into Accounting Start, and it supports only one user. So really it's targeted into sole traders and micro businesses. Then we have the next level is Accounting Standard, where you can create and send invoices as well. You can track what you're owed. You can automatically reconcile your bank, calculate and submit VAT returns. You can manage and submit CIS, which is a fairly new addition into accounting. It supports unlimited users. You can run advanced reports, send quotes and estimates, forecast your cash flow, manage purchase invoices, and also with the integration with auto entry, you can simply snap receipts and it will integrate within accounting. And then we have the Accounting Plus, which is more enhanced. You can do all of the above, but the difference is that it supports multiple currencies. So you can create sales invoices, quotes, and estimates using foreign currencies. And you can also enable the live exchange rate that pulls the rates from the Central European Bank. And also you can manage inventory so you can keep track of your stock. Now we're going to have a look at the exciting features and the new updates in accounting. The functionality updates that I'm going to be taking you through today are the Brexit and how it reflects in Sage Business Cloud Accounting, the CIS scheme, trial balance, streamlined communication. I'm going to show you all the new mobile app enhancements, any new payroll updates as well, and the ideas portal and make you familiar with that concept. Over the next few slides, we're going to look at some of the key features being introduced into our Sage Business Cloud Accounting solution. We're here to help to support you and your business during the transition and beyond with the EU transactions post-Brexit, just to make you aware to determine the tax treatment of the transactions. The Sage accounting team is building out changes to support you in cross-border trading, including postponed accounting, and more details on this will be shared in due course. Sage Business Cloud uses a combination of postcode checks, whether the invoice includes goods or services, and whether or not postponed accounting or the £135 scheme applies to determine the tax treatment of the transaction. Therefore, it is important that both of your business postcode and that of your customer or supplier have been set up accurately. So let's play this quick snippet and I will talk over it to explain what happens in this case. So this was set up as a business in Belfast with a PT postcode. If we select the GB supplier, we can process as normal. No banner will appear as no borders are being crossed. If we now select the Irish supplier in Dublin, The banner appears to indicate that they are in the EU supplier and their first charge may apply. Finally, if we create an invoice for our Spanish supplier, we are presented with the banner indicating that reverse charge applies and the tax treatment is changed to zero rated. It's also key to check each line of the invoice to ensure that are correctly flagged as goods or standalone services if the option is available. Now is the same for those processing in the Republic of Ireland. So as a comparison, let's take a look at a company set up in the Dublin address. Okay, so firstly, if we select the GB supplier, the banner will indicate that Great Britain is outside of the EU and may be changed after the reverse charge mechanism. If we then change this to our Northern Ireland supplier, the banner changes to indicate that they are in the EU and the gains may be charged under reverse charge. So it's key to ensure that the item is correctly flagged again, so as goods or services using the drop-down option. And finally, if we choose our supplier from Spain, the banner disappears and the transaction is posted as normal for invoices from the EU. The first feature we'll be adding to Sage Business Cloud is the option to activate postpone accounting. This can be found within financial settings and under accounting dates and VAT. Once activated, this can be overridden on an invoice by invoice basis. This checkbox sets the defaults. IRA sets the defaults for imported invoices and treatment for ROW import transactions. UK sets the default for imported invoices and always estimates VAT for a ROA purchase invoice. If you do not want to estimate VAT, you can select zero rate. You also need to indicate which of your suppliers are import agents on current supplier records. This can be indicated within their account details. Otherwise, for new suppliers, this can be selected when creating the new supplier record. Let's now take a look at how this works on an invoice. So once a supplier who has been flagged as an import agent is selected, the new postpone accounting box appears, and this can be deselected if this does not apply to this transaction. If selected, the transaction will be posted with postpone accounting rules, and the transaction will impact boxes 1, 4, and 7 on the VAT return automatically. When reviewing an invoice already posted, if postpone accounting was applied, this will clearly show in the banner to indicate that this was the case. Next, we will take a look at how Sage Business Cloud Accounting takes care of those imports which fall under the 135 threshold. As you can see here, we will begin with the GB supplier selected. However, as soon as we change the supplier to our EU supplier in Spain, the banner changes to reflect that the customer is in the EU and reverse charge may apply. And tick box will appear to apply the £135 consignment rule. Again, here we need to indicate that the invoice is for goods to be eligible for the scheme. And then save. Some additional reports have been introduced to enable you to reconcile your VAT returns. Outside postpone accounting, import VAT is estimated until further documentation is received. The overseas purchase of goods report will assist you when reconciling your VAT return, but it will also allow you to view ROW purchases, EU purchases, and import invoices and the associated postpone VAT. There is also the Overseas Sales of Goods report, which allows you to differentiate between your ROW and EU sales. However, there are some limitations on certain transactions being used with overseas contacts. Let's have a quick look here. So, quick entries cannot be used with overseas suppliers. The transaction must be entered as an invoice. And also similarly with bank, other payments and other receipts cannot be used for customer and supplier overseas. These options are blocked and you're going to receive the relevant message that will indicate this issue. Let's now have a look at the CIS module. CIS deductions are automatically calculated from your transactions, such as quotes, estimates, invoices and credit notes, and payments on the mobile application, helping you to stay on top of your accounts from any device on any location you are. So let's take a look on our next slide and see how it works on the mobile application. Click onto the plus button and select New Invoice. Then scroll down and select the relevant client. Then simply click Add Item. It already got the ledger account CIS labor 4,911. I select the service window fitting from the products and services. It will automatically select the price. Then once you're happy with it, you just simply save. You can see the CIS deductions and also the amount. So if we view the invoice, you can see also the deductions. Let's see how the trial balance has improved. This improvement is in response to a request from our valued accountants. So given the reliance accountants and professionals have on the trial balance report to prepare end-of-year accounts and tax filings, we've enhanced the formatting of this report. Now you can run reports for a selected period to get a snapshot of what your nominal ledger account balances are up until the date, or select the period you would like to analyze. This is helpful to accountants in three main ways. So you can easily view a breakdown of retained earnings. You're able to choose to hide zero balances accounts. And also by clicking on any of the account balances on the right-hand side, you can drill down to the transactions that made up that balance. So to ensure the accuracy of your customers' accounts. Let's move on to our next new exciting feature, which is streamlined communications. So you can now easily add attachments to sales transactions, such as sales invoices, credit notes, quotes and estimates, or even recurring invoices, giving your customers all the information they need at once. So this feature is already existing into the purchase ledger, so now we just added it into the sales ledger as well. So let's see how it works. You can streamline the communications between you and your customers by adding attachments. So let's just play this quick video to show you how to do this. So just simply click onto the pay-per-click, browse for the relevant document. This could be a picture, a brochure, a PDF file, and then upload. As requested, you can choose whether to make the attachment visible to customers or just for internal use. By sending your invoices from within accounting, you can easily track the progress of your invoice. And now once we save it, let's see what the invoice will look like once we send it to the customer. So you can see all the attachments we send are aligned, and the customer can just simply click onto it and open the pictures or the PDFs. Let's have another quick look on any further mobile app enhancements. So there has been a lot of mobile app improvements in the past 6 months, giving customers and accountants a more seamless experience between the web and the mobile application. So let's have a look at what enhancements have been done to make it easier for you to run your business on the go. You can create quotes, estimates, invoices, and credit notes, and have your CA's deductions automatically calculated for you, as we briefly saw before. Automatically calculate deductions on payments for CIS transactions, even including part payments. New features for invoices. You're now able to adjust stock levels while you're creating an invoice. So if an item is out of stock, you can just simply click onto it and adjust the units. You can also include carriage or shipping charges using your mobile application. You can also create credit notes for both sales and purchases using your mobile device. And you can also choose to save them as drafts so that doesn't affect the ledger accounts until you decide to untick the draft option. You can create vendor bills with suppliers from outside of the EU, and the tax rates will be set to 0 automatically. You can now attach documents or pictures to your customer receipts and supplier payments using your mobile phone. Simply browse, find the relevant document, and just select it. Our application works in both of iOS and Android phones. Moving on to our next slide, let's make you familiar, if you're not already are, with the Ideas portal. So we are committed to continuously listening, empathizing, and solving the Sage accounting issues that matters most to you. One of the ways we're doing this is by asking you to share your requests and ideas with us on the Accounting Ideas portal or vote on other ideas that already been submitted. We'll then keep you updated on the ideas you contributed to. So far, we've delivered on 6 of those ideas. We've got 12 great ideas on the works already, and our product team is actively reviewing another 282 ideas. Let's see how to get access into the Ideas portal. So within Accounting, simply click onto the Profile dropdown and simply click Give Feedback, and then share your ideas. Then what you can do, you can add a new idea, and you can also add examples if you had some. You can also vote and comment on ideas you would like to see added or improved. And finally, what we do, the ideas are being reviewed by the product team and the development team. They filter and group and categorize them. And then what happens is that everybody that contributed to those ideas are being informed once the feature is delivered. In addition to our Sage Business Cloud Accounting exciting features, I wanted to take this opportunity and show you some of the new enhancements that's been developed in our Sage Business Cloud payroll as well. Let's now have a look at the next slide to learn a little bit more about the latest development. Alongside with all the existing reports available in payroll, such as payroll reports, the detailed payroll report, pensions reports, we've also added a new tab within Sage Business Cloud Payroll called Reporting for additional reports such as the employee net pay, the payslip summary, employer costs, liability totals, and average earnings and working hours. So if you wanted to view payments that employees are due to be paid over the pay period, you simply open the employee net pay. Open payslip summary to view a summary of information as seen as the employee's payslip, including payments and also deductions. You can use the employer cost report if you need a detailed breakdown of your employee's total cost to you as an employer. Using the liability totals report, you can view a breakdown of amounts due to HMRC. And finally, the average earnings and working hours report. You can use this to help you calculate your employees' average earnings. This can be beneficial when calculating redundancy payments, reconciling statutory payments, holiday entitlement, and working out pay for government help schemes. For example, let's just generate average earnings and working hours. You need to simply enter the start and the end date of the report, and then simply select Generate. As you can see on the right-hand side, all the reports can also be exported as a PDF or CSV, so you can save, edit the information, or even share it. And this is what the report will look like. Please bear in mind that there are still various new exciting features on the payrolls roadmap. Let's talk about further support and training. We have created a help page to give you all the Brexit information you need. In here, you'll find news, key Brexit dates, product support, webinars, business and government support, and also our promise to you. Here, you'll find all the links to the pages of the different areas you'll need. So use this as your one-stop shop for all the links to different areas. And finally, we also have Sage University, where you can find learning materials to enhance your skills and obtain product certifications. Simply go to www.sageu.com and create an account if you haven't done that already. Just remember to enter your account number. We recently updated the look and feel of the Sage Business Cloud Accounting Learning Package, so please take a look and enjoy the wonderful training modules. And this slide concludes our webinar today. Thank you so much for your time.